late October 2025, nearly 1,000 people joined the annual march in support of sexual and gender minority rights, a demonstration held under tight security as attacks against this community have surged across eastern Germany.
Ihr zeigt mit eurem Hiersein, dass wir solidarisch an der Seite sind. Ihr zeigt mit eurem Hiersein, dass wir nicht alleine sind als queere Menschen.
On the sidelines, small groups of neo-Nazis tried to disrupt the march, but they're quickly contained by police. Never before has Cottbus Pride been so heavily guarded. Luckily, the march goes on peacefully, a relief for this activist.
This is the biggest Christopher Street Day we've ever had here in Cottbus. And it's a peaceful one. Nothing serious happened, and that's just wonderful.
A rare moment of calm after what's been a trying year for Leaf. The cultural centre hosting his AIDS support organisation has come under repeated attack. The rainbow flags displayed on the facade are often torn down. Just days before the march, a fire broke out at the entrance to the building.
Police are investigating. It's still unclear whether the blaze was started deliberately or not.
In this region, the rise of the far right has deeply affected the queer community.
It's not just the far-right AfD party behind this. Public opinion itself has changed a lot. Everything we've achieved in recent years in terms of freedom and equality is being questioned again.
In 2025, nearly half of LGBTQ plus events were targeted by attacks, according to the Amadeu Antonio Foundation. In Brandenburg alone, assaults against sexual minorities have tripled in just 2 years. But even in Berlin, homophobia is on the rise. In the heart of New Cologne, this cafe has been repeatedly attacked. A police protection unit has recently been deployed there.
Swastikas, spit, paint smears, and last winter, among other things, someone threw a fire extinguisher through the window.
Daniel moved to Berlin over 10 years ago, drawn by its spirit of tolerance. But insecurity has now become part of daily life for him and for Kai, a regular at the cafe. According to intelligence services, the community is being targeted not only by the far right, but also by religious groups.
What's really difficult right now is that before, we knew what to expect in certain rough neighborhoods. But now we're facing violence and discrimination from the far right, even in areas where we used to feel safe.
In a show of solidarity, neighbours have hung rainbow flags from their balconies. The flags used to be displayed every year on the German Parliament during Pride Month. But the newly Conservative-dominated Bundestag stopped the tradition this year, a shock to the community, especially for people like Bash, who fled dictatorship to live openly as a gay man. Since arriving in Berlin, this Kurdish Syrian singer has finally felt free to pursue his dreams and his music career.
Back in Erbil, playing music got me into a lot of trouble. But in Berlin, it was the opposite. Everyone partied with me.
For now, Bash feels safe in his neighbourhood, but worries about the future with growing political tensions over LGBTQ plus issues.
It's uncomfortable, honestly. All this debate about removing the rainbow flag from the Bundestag. The flag used to symbolize acceptance. And now I'm asking myself, am I no longer welcome here?
A bitter rise in homophobia felt most sharply in the German capital. After the persecution of homosexuals under the Nazi regime, Berlin's gay community flourished for decades, making the city one of the most liberal in the world. But even the city's gay museum, which documents that history, is now facing attacks and calling for action.
In the last 20 or 30 years, we've achieved so much in this city. Built projects, felt safe in the streets. It's hard to accept that this might be over. But it also means we must stand together more than ever. We need to raise our voices, and authorities must clearly commit to protecting us.
In Berlin, police have dedicated task forces to combat homophobic crimes, a model other regions may soon follow.